To get revenge, Abigail Mason meant to marry a broke model, but accidentally proposed to a dangerously handsome stranger, Hunter Levisay. Married the same day, she can't tell if he's playing a game, falling for her, or just wants her. Shit. I am late. With a speeding heartbeat, she pushed open the door and looked around while chewing a piece of gum. The place was secluded as expected, but the person she was looking for did not seem to be there. She panicked and glanced at her wristwatch. It was already 10:15 in the morning, and the man was nowhere in sight. Was she late? Did he already leave? Talking to herself, she went to the bathroom and closed herself in a stall. Sitting on the toilet seat, she took out her phone and checked the message again, sent by her friend Molly. Abigail, meet this man at Sasha's diner tomorrow morning at 10. Don't be late. He is a struggling model. Needs a place to stay. Don't get carried away by his looks, honey. He is gay. Winky face. He is ready to marry you. Go for it, honey. All the best. This man was the last hope for Abigail. Her silly friend did not even share his picture because she had to leave last night for Paris urgently. Before heading off, Molly left a voice note for her. Abby, don't forget to meet him tomorrow morning. I need to travel urgently. Mom is sick and admitted to the hospital. Henry will be there at 10 sharp in a navy blue shirt. He is a very punctual guy. All the best. Now the punctual Henry was nowhere in sight. She came out of the stall and started washing her hands. The way her ex-fiancé and her stepsister cheated on her back, it had drained her emotionally and mentally. God, I need this man. I need to show Kyle who he is messing with. She came out of the restroom area, letting her eyes slide over the dining hall. She missed a heartbeat when she found a tall man in a navy blue shirt sitting on the corner table. He had a laptop opened in front of him, and in no way did he seem like a struggling model. She could not see his face because of his head buried in his laptop screen, but he was wearing a branded suit. Maybe because he was a model and needed to take care of his appearance. Oh, thank God. Thank God. He is here. Thank you, Molly. She sent a silent hug to her best friend and moved towards the table. When he did not look up, she tapped the table with her knuckles. The man raised his head and holy cow. She forgot to breathe. She wanted to remind herself that she was not dreaming. Damn you, Molly. Why you didn't mention that he was insanely, smoking hot. Shit, man. This handsome is gay. If you are done checking me out, I have work to do. A deep male voice appeared near her. His icy blue eyes were staring into her green ones. He was a Greek god. And he was looking at her. Oh, he was waiting for her to speak. How dumb she was. I am Abigail Mason. She stuttered, and then feeling like a fool extended her hand towards him, expecting a handshake. But instead of reaching out to hold it, he kept staring at her, placing his fist under his chin. She felt a little uneasy. This man was smoking hot, but he also seemed a certified asshole. Gosh, she needed him. He was her only hope. With a fake, overbright smile, she sat in front of him. Listen, Henry. When she called his name, he eyed her as if she had gone crazy. The man did look like the movie star, Henry Cavill, but she did not want to offend him by telling him that. Molly must have told you about my need to marry someone. Excuse me. A quick flicker of interest shimmered in his eyes. Listen, Henry. Molly told me everything about you. I have got this dinky apartment with a small bed. You can take the bed if you want. I will manage on the couch. Now she got his attention and placed her hand on his arm. My money is stuck. Once I will recover it, I will pay you handsomely. I can also help you with your struggling career. I have got folks in the modeling industry. She did not want to sound desperate, but was there any choice? For the first time, she noticed the ice cracking in his eyes. He eyed her hand lying on his arm. She saw a trace of warmth, but it was there just for a moment. She could swear she saw it. So what do you say? He realized she was waiting for his answer. When do you want this marriage thing, miss? It's Abigail. As soon as possible. Whatever suits you. How about now? He raised an eyebrow questioningly. Now? She was not expecting this to be so smooth. It was a wish come true. He nodded. Yes. If it's now, I am in. Otherwise, deal is off. He closed his laptop, ready to leave, when he noticed her getting up from her chair and coming towards him, rounding the table, with her swaying hips and sexy legs. She did notice him giving her a once-over, but she gave a damn right now. She did not know how she will get married on such short notice, but he seemed to have his own connections. From arranging a priest to the witnesses. He got it all in no time. They got married and came out of the office with a legal marriage document in hand. They had reached here by hiring a cab for which Abigail had paid. Where will you go now? He asked her, who was stuffing something in her tote bag. Right now I have got a job interview, Henry. Wish me luck. She smiled at him and then gave him a piece of paper. Here is my address. Collect your things and crash in. I will wait for you. With that, she started walking towards the cab stand, without realizing that he kept looking at her, not believing what she just made him do. Just then his phone started ringing. He received the call. Hunter. My friend. Where are you, man? Ethan. What happened? Nothing happened. But something would if you don't marry before evening. Your old man is getting agitated and Celine's phone is not responding. I know, she was supposed to marry you for 10 million this evening. I think if she is asking for 20 million, then better give it to her. We don't have any other option. After listening to him patiently, he spoke. No need of Celine now. F asterisk up with her and her payment. By the way, I just got married. You did what? Ethan on the other side was dumbstruck. I got married. So now my old man should not try to snatch away my position as the CEO of the Levisay company. I am sending you the snapshot of my marriage certificate via what's asterisk a asterisk pages. Show it to my old man. There was a trace of sarcasm in his voice. How did you manage it, man? Who is the girl? How much are you paying her? That's the best part, Ethan. I am not the one paying her. She is the one paying me and also offering a place to live. She is doing what? Ethan choked while taking a sip of his beer, stifling his laughter. Hunter Levisay disconnected the call, smiling to himself. It seemed that his last-minute bride knew nothing about him. He dialed another number. Where is my car, David? Bring it here. Yes, sir. And then a gleaming Napier green McLaren P1 stopped near him. A uniformed chauffeur came out and took his laptop bag from him. Arrange a low-key car as a temporary arrangement, David. After instructing his chauffeur, Hunter Levisay climbed in the back seat with a relaxed mind. The task which seemed impossible just this morning got done most unexpectedly. He didn't know anything about the girl, but he was the one who was supposed to pay someone to get married. The girl seemed daring and he was very much interested to know about her. She was confusing him for some Henry, but the poor Henry just lost by a fraction. She got back after the interview and started cleaning her apartment to make it presentable. The gorgeous Henry was expected to reach anytime soon. She was in love with the movie star, Henry Cavill. Too bad that this one was gay. Flashback starts. 1 month back she was about to get married to the love of her life, her childhood sweetheart, Kyle. All was good until just one day before their wedding. She reached the apartment which was supposed to be theirs, unannounced, only to find that it was not locked. She entered thinking of surprising Kyle when she heard moaning and whimpering from the bedroom. The moment she opened the door, she found Kyle and Chloe in the bed, without clothes. The worst thing was when they realized they were caught, they were not even sorry. Chloe was her younger stepsister. Her mother Gina married Abigail's father when she was 6 and Chloe was 4. After her father's death, she and Chloe were brought up by Abigail's stepmom. Thank God that her father took care of the financial matters. Even after his death, they were able to get a good college education. She was sharing the apartment with Kyle, but their bedrooms were separate. She wanted to do it all after the wedding and Kyle did seem to respect it. But when he was caught red-handed, he threw her out without letting her take her stuff. End of flashback. Henry was a blessing in disguise. She wanted to show Kyle and Chloe that how happy she was without them. They were getting married soon. Why marrying first? She wanted to prove to them that they did not mean anything to her. Thinking about Henry, she smiled. She wished he was not gay and they had met under different circumstances. She was preparing dinner when the doorbell rang. As expected, Henry was standing there in the doorway carrying a bag. She brought him in. Her dinky apartment looked smaller with his broad-shouldered, tall figure. It was just a one-room apartment having 1 bedroom and a combined living and kitchen. I have vacated a shelf for you. Please feel at home. He seemed to be a quiet and aloof type of person. Thank God he was not wearing a suit today. But again, the t-shirt and jeans looked expensive. For some reason, she found it a little uneasy. The man spoke of royalty with an attitude of a billionaire. Maybe it was because models are supposed to keep themselves updated and fit. The moment she went to the kitchen, he typed a message to his secretary, James. Find out about Abigail Mason. I need a detailed report on her, as soon as possible. He slipped his phone when he found her emerging from the kitchen. They had dinner in peace. She was clearing away the dishes when she heard him ask an unexpected question. How was your job interview today? She gave him a tight-lipped smile. No luck. This is the 3rd job interview I failed. No one is ready to hire me even as a plain receptionist. He was so damn sexy that she was not able to tear away her gaze from him. The muscles under his shirt flexed when he stretched his arms. She had this urge to stroke his hard chest. What surprise was he hiding under that shirt? 6-pack. Shame on you, Abigail. The man helped you in your hard times. Spare him. You just went through heartbreak. She thought to herself, and then to keep herself busy, she got up and started preparing coffee. He opened his laptop and started working on it. Henry, coffee. He did not look up and kept staring at his laptop. He looked like a workaholic. She called him again. Henry? He jumped a little, looking around. Sometimes you behave as if you are not Henry. Her comment made him go still for a second. He cleared his throat and in a haste tried to sip the steaming hot coffee, burning his lips. His eyes went wide with pain. Watch out, Henry. What are you doing? She cried and leaned closer to his mouth. Easy. He sat there feeling like a fool. He had temporarily forgotten that he was not Hunter Levisay but Henry. You are behaving like a kid. She laughed heartily. Is this how you drink hot coffee? She brought an ointment from the medical box. Holding up his face, she turned it towards her, dabbing her forefinger lightly on his lips. She realized she was too close to him. Their noses were almost an inch away. What would it feel like if I touched them with my lips instead of my finger? A bewildered expression crossed her face when her train of thought went wild. God, why can't she get over the fact that he was not interested in her? She was staring into his eyes and he was not pushing away her, but was equally participating in the staring contest without blinking an eye. With an awkward smile, she diverted her gaze and tried to pull herself away from him. The man was handsome as sin, and she was scared to lose control of herself. God, she was literally acting like a creep. When it was time to sleep, She prepared the bed and paid a quick bathroom visit. Once done with the business, she came out and settled herself on the small couch placed near the foot of the bed. She could hear the shower turned on when he was inside. Once he came out with a towel wrapped around his waist which hung quite low around his waist. She again tried to divert her attention from his smoking hot now *ked body and asked him, "Will it be okay if I sleep with lights on?" Looking out the small window, holding a glass in his hand, he was drinking water when he nodded. "I never slept on the couch. Will it be okay if we can sleep on the same bed? Not now, but maybe in near future." The question caught him off guard. And then the girl made him choke on his water with what she said next. "Molly told me that you are gay, so that should not be a problem for you." The next morning she got ready and left the apartment for her interview. She woke up earlier and made pancakes for him. "I hope I get this job. Because now I have got the responsibility of Henry too," she thought to herself while popping a chewing gum in her mouth. When she reached there, she felt disappointment surging through her. They wanted someone to get the wood furniture made for their upcoming coffee shops. Female candidates were required for the position. This was the perfect job for her. She had been designing and making furniture with her father from a very young age. She knew some trustworthy carpenters who could materialize the best designs for her. But the reason for her displeasure was, all the girls seated in the waiting area were well dressed than her. They were beautiful and were discussing the CEO of the Levisay company. "I wish I can get this job. I have heard their CEO is single and smoking hot," she heard one girl. "Yeah, the selected one will be lucky. Now who would hate such a treat to their eyes?" This was another girl. They were discussing the CEO like the vacancy was for a CEO pleaser, not the furniture provider. A young woman in her mid-30s was calling candidates one by one for the interview. Just then someone walked in and sat beside her on the plush sofa. "You won't get the job, sweetie, you know? They are offering so many benefits here." When Abigail heard the familiar voice, she raised her head and found Chloe sitting there, right beside her with an evil grin. "What this shit is doing here?" Abigail was speechless. "What are you doing here?" She could not stop herself from asking. "I am here for the job. You know why?" She shifted near her ear. "We are getting married within a month." The pain sliced through Abigail's body like anything, but she did not show any emotion on her face. "Good luck with that, Chloe. I am happy to see that the girl who never cleaned her shit is interested to do this job." Abigail shrugged her shoulders indifferently. It seemed Chloe was not done with her. "Guess what? I will get the job. The assistant manager of this furniture project is a friend of Kyle, and he assured us that this job belongs to me." Abigail was disheartened but kept sitting there hoping for some miracle. "Abigail, don't worry. I am willing to hire you as one of the carpenters on my team." There was a sarcastic smile on her face, but Abigail did not let it get to her. "Oh, I will gladly work as your carpenter, Chloe, because without me you might get fired from your job on your first day." Instead of arguing further, Chloe took a mirror and started fixing her lip color. Against all odds, the worst happened. Chloe proved to be right. After a long wait, the woman came out and announced, "All you beautiful girls, you can go back home now. We have appointed the most deserving candidate for the job." Then the woman turned to Chloe. "Miss Chloe Mason?" "Yes." Chloe stood up excitedly. "Please come this way." Chloe eyed her grudgingly and then walked away along with that woman. Girls sitting there started leaving, muttering to themselves for losing the opportunity of meeting the handsome CEO. James handed over a file to Hunter Levisay. "This has got everything on Abigail Mason. But I will tell you the summary, sir." Hunter was going through the pages when his assistant started telling him. "Abigail is 22. Used to live with her stepmom and sister after her father's demise. She was about to get married to her childhood sweetheart, but he cheated on her and was found with her stepsister in a very indecent condition. The couple not only deceived her but also took away all the savings they did as a duo. Ms. Abigail leased an apartment in Dream Galaxy. Trusting her fiancé, she gave the sole ownership to him. He owns a bank account where she had been saving money for the wedding, but he is not willing to return her money. She used to design furniture pieces and earn money by selling them. Now she is so broke that she doesn't have enough money to sustain." That reminded Hunter that she wore the same pencil skirt this morning to today's interview which she was wearing yesterday when she approached him at the diner. Why doesn't she start selling furniture pieces again? "Sir, that's because she doesn't have a dime to buy even a speck of wood." He did not let her take her clothes or other stuff when she was leaving the apartment. Hunter Levisay did not know how to respond to that. He wanted to kill Kyle and the stepsister with his bare hands. "There is more, Mr. Levisay. The ex and stepsister are about to get married. They will reside in the same apartment which had Ms. Abigail Mason's fair share of sweat and blood. He also owns a small office as a wood furniture showroom, where all the pieces are designed by Ms. Abigail Mason." Hunter was listening to all the details when James cleared his throat. "This might interest you, sir." He paused for a moment. Her G******** history. "What about that?" Hunter raised his head from the file. It said, how to murder someone without leaving any proof. How to kill someone without being suspected. And last one. Does chewing gum suppress your hunger? What? Hunter, who wanted to laugh at the first two options, raised his brows then sat quietly as if weighing something. "Are we done with the hiring of furniture supplier for our company's next project?" "Yes, sir. We are. But there is more to it." When Hunter did not remark, James added further. Our assistant manager is friends with this guy Kyle and has hired his fiancée, Chloe, for the position. Hunter thought for a minute. Have you given the ad in newspapers for the overall state level head manager for our upcoming women empowerment program? No, sir. It will be done tomorrow morning. Then hold it, James. Sir. The order seemed to have shocked the assistant. Yes. Hold it. Get an appointment letter prepared for Abigail Mason and post it tomorrow on this mailing address. Consider it done, sir. Hunter worriedly looked at the wall clock. Abigail should have reached home by now. Where was she?